Hi there and welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to continue from where we left off in the last video. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use your own domain or subdomain so that you don't have to use the Kamatera given domain for your Openclaw. In the last video, I showed you how to set up Openclaw. This is where we stopped. If you scroll up, you'll see this is exactly where we stopped. So I'm going to start this video by saying that if you don't have a domain, you can buy your domain from spaceship.com. They offer affordable domains. They're reliable, and that's what I use. That's why I recommend them to you. I will add the link in the description if you want to get your domain from there. In my case, I already have a domain. I'm going to use this domain. It's connected to Cloudflare. That's the domain that I'm going to use. In Cloudflare, I'll just come here under DNS to change the DNS records. So if you come here under my cloud servers on Kamatera, and then you click on the server, or rather you can even copy the IP from there, but I want to copy it using that. So I'll come back to Cloudflare and I need to add an A record for this domain. If you want to use a subdomain, you can do so, but I will be using the main domain for this demonstration. So I'm just going to add an A record first of all, @ to symbolize the domain name, and then I'll paste in the IP. I'm just going to leave it proxied to see if it's going to fail. So I'll leave it proxied. And then I also want to add a www record. So I'm going to add a CNAME record for www. I want it to go to the main domain. And I will save. That will also be proxied. So to proxy, it just means that it benefits from the advantages of using Cloudflare, such as security. So that's the first part. If I was to visit the domain, I shouldn't expect anything there at the moment. And you can see it automatically goes to the Openclaw. We want to at least make it so that the configuration explicitly allows this. Let's come to the Openclaw configuration. First of all, let's go to Nginx configuration. I'm just going to go to the Nginx configuration vi/etc/nginx, and then is it inside of conf.d? I don't know what they're using. Let's go inside of conf.d. So they're not using the conf Nginx configuration model. They're using sites enabled, sites available, I mean. So this is the configuration. Right now it's pointing to the host name of the server, but we want it to point to the domain. So I want it to point to the domain, and for SSL certificates, I want to set this up using Certbot. So this can help you even if you're not using Kamatera. Just think in the same lines. You can copy the configuration as it is here. So I'm going to delete this because I want to give it its certificate explicitly. I will also delete this. And you're probably wondering why I'm deleting this. So let's delete 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, 5 DD. And the reason I'm doing this is based on, I want to use the same steps I usually use for uptime Kuma. So if I come here and I search for uptime Kuma Nginx, I can just use the same documentation for that. So don't ask me for the code. Just come here and do what I do. I don't have any code prepared. I'm just doing these things. I'm just doing this as I'm editing it as well. I don't have any code prepared. Okay, so the uptime Kuma, I'll just use the same configuration for reverse proxy. Let's come back here, or rather the same steps for Nginx. I don't want that. I want this with SSL, with Certbot. So the configuration, I'm not going to change anything. The server name is the same. So the server name, the server name is already set up there. So the only thing I want to do is I want to generate an SSH, or rather I want to generate an SSL key for that domain. Control V, the domain is that. So this is a UI dashboard that I copied from Kamatera, and I've already changed the domain to point to my domain, and this is a token for Openclaw. So once that's completed, you can run sudo apt install. Sure, I can run that. Oh, why am I seeing all these comments? And check. For now, I want to generate for this domain. So this is going to install Certbot, and this is going to generate our key. So I'll do Control D, Control V. So this is Certbot Nginx -d for the dash domain. Arwahoa, your subdomain. If you want to generate it for any of these other domains, you can do so, but I'm just going to generate it for this domain and www domain. Control V. Sudo Certbot Nginx generate certificate for these two domains, and this is going to automatically add the configuration to your Nginx. So first of all, let me save this. So I'll do Control Z, or rather escape, and then I'll do Shift ZZ to save in Vim. And after that, I can run this command. This is just going to install Certbot. If it's not already installed, maybe they're already using Certbot, so I don't need to install it, but let me just install it based on these commands. All right, so it's now requesting a certificate. Most importantly, you want to make sure that your domain is already pointing to your server. In this case, my Kamatera IP is already pointed, so could not automatically find a matching server block for www. So set the server name directive to use the Nginx installer. So this is actually a very small issue. You probably think it's a big deal, but it's not. A very small issue. Just edit Nginx sites available Openclaw. It did not find server block for www. Here under server name, we can also have www if we wanted. So Shift A to go to the end of the line. www.arwahoa.com. Escape. So that's basically what it meant. All right. Shift ZZ, and then we can try and issue the certificate one more time. If you don't want to use the www, you don't have to. You can skip that. What would you like to do? Attempt to reinstall existing certificate, renew and replace. 1. I will try to reinstall existing. Press enter. There you go. Now everything is working after that. So if you come back to the configuration for Openclaw, the Nginx configuration, you'll see everything has changed. Certbot will automatically add all the needed things to make it work, like SSL. You'll see down here it has added it, even though it's adding it wherever it finds space, but it's still going to work. So it's going to add that, the link to your certificates, and it's also going to add all these other things. It's also going to add an automatic redirection. It's also going to add an SSL redirection. So you can see that's pretty much it for this. Okay, so I'm going to escape. I don't really need to save anything. I'm just going to Shift ZZ. It's already been set up with Certbot. That's still not the end of it. Let's try to visit the link. Okay, so it seems to visit the link. Let's see if I can actually log in. So I'll just copy the link. So from the Openclaw, from the Kamatera link that you had earlier, that is for accessing your Openclaw, just copy that. And make sure you change the domain name to point to the domain that you're currently adding. So I'm going to try and do this so that it can automatically enter my token for me. All right, so I haven't tried to log in. Let's just go back to the Openclaw server and let's see Openclaw devices list. Let's see if there are any pending devices. devices approve -h. I want to see my possibilities. Let's just show the most recent pending request to approve. Okay, so I'm just going to do --latest. Openclaw devices approve --latest. No pending device pairing request. So now, if I come back here and let's try and create an approval request, just click there and let's see what's going to happen. So if I come back here and let me do approve --latest, see what that's going to do. No pending devices. Let's come back here and devices list, and you'll see there's no pending request. Before I do anything, let me start the Openclaw gateway. Openclaw gateway. The issue is in the Openclaw configuration. We're going to fix it in a moment. Oh, what did I do? Openclaw gateway. Restart. So if we do devices list, I'm just trying to see if it actually created the request. Okay, it did create it, and that's understandable, because if you're going to connect Openclaw with Nginx, you have to explicitly allow a specific domain or a specific host to access Openclaw. So let me show you where you can edit that. So if you go into your Openclaw configuration, vi/, so whichever user you're using, in the Kamatera installation, it's installed in the root user. We're going to go to Openclaw and then Openclaw JSON file. That is a configuration file. So if you come here under gateway, here under control UI, you need to allow your domains. So we need to change this to go to your domain, the domain that you're adding. That's the domain that you need to add there. I'm just going to copy that. Control-Shift-V. Escape U. Let me go into insert mode. Makes it so much easier to paste because you can see where the cursor is. Control-Shift-V. Remove the space. And this one goes to the root directory. That's what the slash is there for. Control-Shift-V. Space. Remove any spaces. Escape. Shift ZZ to save that. Let us restart the Openclaw gateway. If there are any errors on the configuration, if there are any errors in the configuration, it will let you know. So just by doing that, we've told Openclaw that yes, accept the request from that device, from that domain. So any device that connects through that domain can be allowed into Openclaw. So let me just put this ready. If you check now, you'll still see it's not there. But if we come back and let me refresh the page. And now, if I was to try and log in and come back to Openclaw and look at devices list, you should see that there's a pending request. Instead of going through this, let me just do the --latest approve Openclaw devices approve --latest, and it's going to give me what I need to do instead of copying it from there. So I'll just copy Control-Shift-C, Control-Shift-V, enter. And now, once I run this and I come back, I'm able to connect to Openclaw. There you go. Now your dashboard UI is using your custom domain. If you're strict about security, you can actually just allow your IP to be able to access Openclaw. And that's something that you should do, especially since this domain is accessible by anyone at this point. For you to do that, you'll need to you'll need to set up a firewall. Right now, I don't know which firewall is being used here. UFW status, probably UFW is what most of them use. Yeah, so UFW, you can see it allows all these ports, and in fact, UFW status numbered, you can remove port 80. There's no reason for you to allow port 80. So UFW, how do you delete in UFW? Delete. Why don't I delete UFW? Delete 2. It's been a while since I used UFW, but I think, yeah, that's how to delete. And then let's do UFW status numbered again. Let's see if I can delete port 80 for IPv6 networks. There you go. Why? You can also delete by doing UFW delete allow 80. I think that also works. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I used UFW. UFW allow, or rather UFW delete allow 80. I don't know. Could not delete non-existent rule. Yeah. Okay. So now to access your server, your Openclaw, you only need port 443, and even that you can change in the Nginx configuration. Let's not go into it too much, but the point is, with UFW, you can allow your IP only to access port 443, right? And even port 80 for SSH. You should also change the SSH port to something different, but that's tutorial for another day. Plus, I have tutorials for that in other videos. You can just search and see if you'll find the video for changing your SSH port. You can change it to something different. The goal for this tutorial has been accomplished. If you need to set these things up so you can only allow your IP, or you only allow your subnet, that's something you can do. If you don't have a static IP, you can use Surfshark. I'll add the link for Surfshark in the description below. I think Surfshark provides a dedicated IP for like $3, so that's an alternative for you if you don't have a dedicated IP. Or another way you can do it is, once you change your SSH port, just block the 443 port. If you want to connect to Openclaw, you log in, then you allow the port. It depends on you how you want to go about it. It's your server and you're the only one accessing it, probably, or people that you share it with. Right, that's it for this video. You've seen how you can change your Kamatera given domain or subdomain to use your own domain or subdomain in Openclaw. That's it for this one. Until next time, if you have any questions, let me know. If you need help setting up your server, managing your Linux server for the services that we offer, go to bizanosa.com. Feel free to contact us at any time. Until next time.